Hello guys, welcome back. How's everyone? I'm hoping that we still have we have slow chat on. Brilliant. Because that helped me so much yesterday. Good morning. Well, no, actually, it's not good morning. It's good afternoon. Hello, Mahapara. How are you? What's your question today? I got the Romantic Tarot, the Romantic Angels Tarot. Well, yeah. What is D's next movement towards me? A little sag? Welcome. Be the light. Hello. Okay, so they're kind of being a little bit more like wise about their approach towards you, but in a way they feel like they're confident that they want the same thing as you. So what they're going to try to do is try to show you that they're willing to work on this relationship with you. Leo says, what is... Oh my god. How many things do you need? Okay, so that's kind of an interesting thing. You're kind of looking forward to the future when you're supposed to be in the present. This is very much a new love card, so I feel like it's very positive, Leo. There's also that they're highlighted as Queen of Swords. Yeah, if they are the female, they are the Queen of Swords. This is also that you are getting out of a situation, so you're actually escaping something in your past. A Page of Pentacles, which is actually kind of weird, because everything else looks so good. So I don't know why you're kind of like sitting there going, I don't want this, because everything else looks really good, Leo. Okay, Mapara says, will I get to marry Gemini? Abdullah Sheikh Gemini. It's hard because you've got the moon in reverse, which means... Okay, so it's kind of a weird thing because this is highlighted, but then this is actually showing up, which is the card for codependency. Oh my god. Now it's fallen on the floor. Let me pick that up. I hate falling, it's like things falling down. So this is the codependency card. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this is kind of actually a really interesting thing because it is with the moon reverse, which means that you're starting to get away from critics or criticism in general. So it could be that you gotta get past your codependency before you get married to this person. Or to kind of understand that there might be some red flags with codependency in this relationship in general. So Bing Mama says, how does the Libra currently feel about me? Okay, so firstly, they've got like it says pay attention to red flags for this relationship. Also, this one's come up, which means that the person finds you a little bit irritating, a little bit immature. So sometimes this is like that they don't like the childlike qualities that you display. They're not particularly enjoying that. So, Bing Mama, you've got to be a little bit careful with this person. Because they might not show you that. Okay, so what is Jeevan's true feelings towards you? Well, this is the King of Swords plus the Knight of Swords. So this is either he has a son, or this could be the same person. They are just growing between the Knight and the King of Swords for them. So what's actually happening is they're going to mature, which is good. This is Two of Cups, which is very good. This means that this person wants to share. They're bold. They want to share their lives with you. Knight of Swords is a little bit more of a chaotic character. He tends to have a lot of energy compared to King of Swords, which tends to be intelligence wise, very, very thoughtful, highly intelligent. So they're kind of like a little bit of a strange one. I would say that this person's maturing into this. So yeah, I feel like they really care about you and want to be together with you. Be the light. So Tippy says, will DK reach back out to me? Hello Sakina, how are you? Yeah, they don't know possibly that the messages have gone through to them, or they're looking at your message and it just feels too hard to reply back. So a lot of times this could be that they're just in a very high emotional state where it's really not good at the moment. So they feel like a lot of things take more energy, take more time. Hello Sakina, hello Sun. So a lot of times that could be the case. So just keep on reaching out to that person. Yeah. So Priyanka says, hi, can I get messages from S please? Okay. So this is the card of success and prosperity, but it's also weird that this is coming with a tangible creation block. So this is the difference between physical creativity and just manifesting something and not getting to the complete creation of something. So it's kind of weird that this person has like success, prosperity, everything going for them, but there is still a blockage there. So this is hard because it might be that you have to help them overcome something because they possibly are feeling like they don't deserve this good things in their life, and you might have to explain to them that the good things are coming to them, Priyanka. Because sometimes people don't believe this. Ashley says, what is Amit's attentions towards me? He's definitely chasing you around. Definitely wants to come into this thing. But he's just like playing, like sitting there going, oh no, I don't want, and then yes, kind of thing. I'm Mary. Will I win the trial? That is, but the trial is spelled differently. So Mary, this is for you. It looks very confident. You've won all your little toys and treats around you. So I would say that you will get what you want from this, or you will possibly get the best outcome that there is. This might not be like, yeah. Okay, and then Sun says messages for S, please. No worries, Leo. S wants you to keep on communicating, keep on cooperating, and keeping on playing. They really like your company. They enjoy when you have time for them, Sun. So that's what they really want to do with you. Sparkly Smile says, hi, what's coming towards me in the next 7 days? Hello, Twilight. King of Swords. No, King of Wands, sorry. Independent, fierce, very, very, very much a a person that loves other humans, a very much an extroverted person. So this is actually Sparkly. This is actually a guy. So this might be someone that you like very much, coming towards you, but they tend to be more independent and they tend to have quite a lot of friends compared to a lot of other tarot, because they tend to be more extroverted. Princey says, guidance for MD and my connection. Actually, weirdly enough, Princey, you had that last time, I think, which is that you tend to be a one single tract minded person, and so therefore you're chewing your box in one particular way, and this could be a little bit of a problem for you. Also, the cards are warning that you've kind of given this connection up and you need to kind of control it more if you want this outcome. So I think you need to be more aware of your surroundings and to try to take more onus on what you want in this relationship. But in general, like, the sardines are good. You'll get what you want. So yeah. They're just highlighting little things that you do, Princey, that you could help with. I Love You says, how does Ezio feel about me currently? He's in Mexico and he's a Sagittarius? Oh my. Mexican. Is he a good cook? That's all I need to know. Guys that can cook good are sexy. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I Love You says, this is what came up for you. It says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Oh, bye. Oh, no. I don't know what red flags, but there's red flags. Twilight says, does R want to give me commitments? Yeah, getting to know each other. So as you reveal your most selves to each other, your bond deepens. One of the things that I could say is, the 30 questions that people tend to ask to grow a bond deeper, where they're like, oh yeah, like you're going to fall in love with someone. Maybe ask them. Also, there's an engagement for you, so your love is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So that's a definite yes, Twilight. Naria says, next 5 days for me. Okay, Naria, I think that you're really kind of scared of everything at the moment, being very scared of the world, being very scared of, like, your anxiety is kind of playing on you, possibly playing tricks with your head, and you need to kind of realize that it's all in your mind, because at the moment the world is a very positive place. There's a lot of opportunities outside if you can get rid of your fear, because yeah, at the moment you're kind of growing that fear for yourself. So Sakina says, what is the next actions of Pisces towards me? H-A Pisces. Okay. Hello, Purnima. Hello, beautiful soul. Oh, so many happy, lovely people. I just can't believe that I'm so lucky to have so many lovely people. Just to let you know, guys, if I get to 1,000 subs, then YouTube will start paying me for streaming. And that can be a really good thing. Okay, so this is yours, Sakina. So at the moment, they're feeling kind of like you're very childish or you have a lack of inexperience. This tends to be because you're younger than them, or you'll be just in a stage of life that you're not as experienced. But the romantic feelings here are your feelings are real and worth exploring. So a lot of times it's not always like just like, will this person like me? But if you don't explain it to them, then a lot of times these people won't know. And it's important for us to get our feelings out, even if they're not a thing. Hello, Esha! Hello, Samaria! Okay, so Purnima is the next one. Oh, Nightbot. Being very mean. Okay, so current feelings for Shishil for me. Purnima, this is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, this means that the female in the relationship has kind of given up the outside and is focusing on just one person. Now, this sounds great until you realize that the positive attributes for this card is a person that is more independent, more happy to be with friends, because they're closing down their relationships one by one to be with the person that they like. They are actually sacrificing quite a lot of themselves and they're not going to be happy. If this is for you, if this is the woman in the relationship for you, then yeah, start branching out, seeing your friends again, start doing the things that you like doing, because you can't just like have all your connection or your communication based on one person, because you communicate so much. You're very extroverted, so you'll overwhelm that person. And if you are the male in that relationship, know that she's got to spend time with her friends and give her a little bit of space to see other people, like not romantically, but as friends. A September month for me in education. Esha. Okay, firstly, it's kind of weird because you've got the immaturity card here. You might need to start thinking about how you approach your studies, because it might be that you kind of lose track of attention. You can be very disorganized with your notes. You make it harder for yourself because you forget where your notes are. It's also that you're working very hard on this, and so therefore the whole idea is you're working very hard but just being disorganized and being a little bit immature about things is kind of getting your way. Also, your anxieties and fears are very real to you, and I'm going to tell you that these two things, like the disorganization and your anxiety, are very hard for you to deal with. And I would say in general, you need to figure out a coping strategy so both of these don't overwhelm. You're very, very hard working. It's like you work very hard. It's just like you tend to lose track of your notes. You tend to lose track of your attention span. You just completely run away with your thoughts, and then it's very hard to get them back. So I would suggest you need to figure out why you're triggering certain things when you're doing stuff. So beautiful soul, what is George's actions towards you? This is kind of weird because there is like a signal that this is a winter of this relationship. Also, George feels like he's stretching a lot more. This doesn't mean that you should go towards this person, because the next card is the Star, which actually means that the cards are telling you to work on yourself, invest in yourself, let them come to you, not put in a lot of effort. If they feel like they've got to reach for you, let them do that, because the cards tell you to work on yourself first. So beautiful soul, it's more about investing in you at the moment and wait for them to come to you. No worries. Hello S, hello Pooja. Pua? It's hard. I forget the J is sometimes a H. Mary says, how will F react when I reject him? Okay, so Mary, this is the card that comes up. And this could be that this person knows. I would say they're just waiting for the future to happen. So they possibly have an inkling that this is going to happen to them in general, because they're just looking at the future, disregarding the present. So I would say either they have no clue, or they're just like waiting for it to happen. And I would say that they're waiting for this to happen because they're kind of a smart person, so they're kind of clued in. So they're kind of leaving the relationship in some ways. Will your ex ever reach out? So Maria Jewel. Okay, so this is the card. The reverse card. This is Three of Cups reverse. This is actually over flirtation. Yeah, it's like, you know how people walk into the bar and and I'm not putting this as you, but the cougar vibes stand out, Samaria. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that you're a cougar. It's just like, you know, this is what I mean by over flirtation. And this is the card of Two of Pentacles. So this person's chasing money when they should be focusing on love. Are they ever going to contact you? No, because I don't think that they understand how relationships work. They possibly do a little bit of love bombing. So they kind of do this kind of thing at the start when they make you feel so special, and then they don't concentrate on it anymore. They get bored very quickly and they'll move on. And I don't think they will contact you. Yeah. Reach out. Yes, and the question of the car. The question of the car. Will I get a Honda Accord? You have an opportunity to grow your money. So I think like what I think of is Bitra, like people like who's his name? There's like plenty of like entrepreneurs, like kid entrepreneurs on YouTube that make lots of money. And this card kind of reminds me of like that kind of thing. It's saying hustle. You have to buy your own car. Yeah. September reading. It says to get up and go. Get off whatever like chair you're doing and get out there. Like I don't know how I would say. It's like light that fire underneath your ass and get moving. Because this is card of like, you've spent too much time resting. Now do it. We do get that in love readings sometimes, and I laugh because then I sit there and go, oh yeah, the man's finally understood that he's gonna get up and go and actually do something about this. Cherish says, what's coming towards me in love? Hello, Ladybug! You did send me an email. I was waiting for that email and I didn't even see it in spam. Okay. So, Cherish, this is what's coming towards you in real love. So true love is this the romance. This is the romance of a lifetime and playfulness. So this is to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So it's telling you to not be so serious and to lighten up. And yeah, like it seems like new love, true love is coming towards you. Rahul says, what's coming towards me in love in September? This is kind of weird, Rahul. You have a Queen of Wands reverse. So the whole idea of Queen of Wands in reverse is she kind of closes down all her outside connections and she focuses only on her partner, which is not good because when she's in this state, this is a negative state for Queen of Wands. So if you find her, you'll find her very independent. She's got plenty of friends. Everyone says nice things about her because she's so extroverted. She's very bubbly. She's very outgoing. She tends to be like King of Wands and Queen of Wands tend to be more in outside people. The cup suites, like the king and queen, tend to be more indoor people, so they tend to like outdoor activities as well. So yeah, you'll find this person, but kind of give them space to kind of go and meet up with their friends because this is going to hurt them if you let them close down their social circles just for you. They like spending time with you because that's possibly what they really enjoy, is spending time with people. Okay, so what's new coming towards me the rest of the week? Okay, this is your focus. So this is focusing single-minded purpose, focus on one thing. But then what I would suggest is that sometimes when you're in this like singularity, this is kind of a warning to kind of look around you and take in what's around you, because that's good. And a reverse tower moment. So it possibly was last week that something really like relationship wise fell down for you. This is like this week, this month, for you, there was something relationship wise that fell down and you can build this back up. So this is usually when you quickly get into a relationship and it's like, wow, this is great, and then you're like in the honeymoon period in the second week and you're talking about having kids the next week, and then it just kind of diminishes because there was such a quick build up and you don't know enough about that person, and then it falls apart. So you get a chance, you get another chance to build a relationship up. So in general, it looks like a very busy week. So Dealerman D says, hello Cass, am I wasting my time staying in a relationship with Alex? Firstly, I would tell you that there's never a waste in a relationship. Of course, like there is a waste because there is time expended on any kind of relationship. And when you're especially thinking about having kids, it sometimes feels like like there's no time to do anything in your life. Okay, so you deserve love. You are lovable. So it does say that you deserve love. So if you don't feel like you're having enough love, then yeah, it's not very good. Make the effort. Says a great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this is actually like, I would say these are both up to you. Like, deserve love and make the effort mean that you could choose like to like leave, because you deserve love and make the effort does not mean that you are meant for this person in general. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So it could be just that you are withdrawing your, like, if they don't make an effort, you're withdrawing the effort. If they don't make the time, you're withdrawing the time. So playfulness and just like put in a little bit of time and see if they kind of wake up to that you're putting effort in. And this could be like, oh, but I do make an effort all the time. I cook dinner. Most of the time when we do something over and over and over and over in a relationship, it becomes the new norm. It becomes like what people normally see. So they're expecting that to happen. They don't expect that to, like, if they come home and dinner's not cooked and they normally expect that from us, they'll be like, where's dinner? So sometimes this is a hard thing. PY, hello, how are you? I'm good. And you? Insane Soul, that sounds like me. Samantha Keats says, hey Cass, how is Jay going? What can we do to help? Post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just invite your friends. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers to actually get any money through YouTube. So at the moment, this is completely free. YouTube doesn't pay me a cent. I am not sponsored any way, shape, or form. So yeah, everything, like, I do 2 hours here. I do not get paid. Or over 2 hours. I've done 6-hour streams before. So Knight of Pentacles and the what is this? 4 of Wands. Of course it's 4 Wands. Why am I thinking that it's because I have to read the Roman numerals the upside down. So 4 of Wands in reverse plus Knight of Pentacles. This person feels like there's a winter in their life. They feel like a lack of celebration. This might not be true, but they're feeling that. So with thoughts, they are a reality. Knight of Pentacles, this person is trying very hard working. So they're working very hard. So in general, like they're kind of feeling a little bit off, a little bit depressed, a little bit down. But they're working very hard, so they're possibly just trying to avoid this feeling of like cold, absence, dark, and they're just trying to focus on their things. So Samantha, they're going good. They possibly would like someone to talk to them, but you might not want to talk to them. PY says, what does SV want with me? Oh my god. BY, this is like your thing. It says wedding. This is apparently the thing. This situation involves a marriage. Don't say that. I laugh at the cards because the woman is really happy. The guy, not so much. Can you see that? He's like, oh help. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I laughed at that and then coughed. So somehow happens. Hello, Shrek. Oh yeah. Okay. I think this is like your, like, how would I explain this? It's not just your mom, because this is King of Swords that's coming up. So this is a male in the family. This might be your dad. I don't know who it is. It could possibly be a grandfather, because all I get is like grouchy energy. So King of Swords in reverse, they're very intelligent people, but they tend to have kind of a little bit of a temper. So when they're really like feeling not great, or they feel like you don't want to argue with swords, because they tend to think that they're always right. Actually, weirdly enough, talking about the swords, because I'm actually usually, well, actually, I never pulled any other card for myself other than the sword card, the Queen of Swords. So every time I talk about the Queen of Swords, it tends to be like, oh, I see more of like the stubbornness quality and stuff like this. So it's kind of interesting, because she is a certain amount of right. And this is because like there's certain things that you guys don't tend to see eye to eye with. Wheel of Fortune. You could be in a state where you tend to trust that the universe has your back. And you do not plan for anything, Ladybug. And also you tend to not save, so any kind of savings that you do is instantly spent. So therefore there's like a lack of planning for the future, and your stuff tends to be spent quite quickly. And your mom possibly doesn't like that. Also, you don't tend to have a boyfriend or someone that your mom thinks is a good kind of match for you. So she's like, you don't plan anything, you spend everything, you don't you haven't got a boyfriend. Also, the card for kids come up, so it could possibly be like you have a lack of these things, you also don't have a boyfriend, and I want kids. So I think it might be like, if she is like divorced from your dad, it possibly is because she wants the best thing for you. Like, she doesn't want you in the same situation as she had. Or this could be your grandfather on your mother's side. I feel like that would be a thing, that why she feels like strongly about like nagging you. Yeah. I don't think she says it very like in a way. But she doesn't know that you actually have a hangman in reverse. You're trying not to kind of be in these situations, like saving, like planning your future, everything. But pretty much like everything that she wants for you right now, you're going to get eventually, because you're trying hard not to fall into this life. But I think, like, in general, you'll get someone nice, you'll have kids, you'll have savings. So she shouldn't worry about you, because these things are coming to you, but you're just holding on to that. So just sit there and go, Mum, it's fine. It's going to happen where these things are going to happen. Hello, Baba. I'm sorry, Ladybug, that was kind of a long reading, but I wanted to let you know. What's coming towards me in my career? Okay, firstly, there is a temptation card here. And I'm going to ask it, well, those are the clarify cards. I see. Okay. So there is a temptation here about your job. Now, this could be a temptation to work too hard for these people and not go after what you want, because you want something, but whether or not they will give it to you is another thing. There's also the Fool card in reverse. So it's telling you to kind of put on your maturity cap and kind of see through lies or deception that they're going to tell you at work to keep you working there. And you might need to kind of work on, like, insane soul, you possibly need to work on a direction yourself, because a lot of people go, oh yeah, like, you could be a workaholic. This could be like the temptation to work very, very hard for someone that doesn't really appreciate it. And so therefore it's not addiction yet, but it could become addiction in the future. So the devil up one way is just temptation, but in the other way it's addiction. So it could possibly be telling you that you're kind of prone to workaholic tendencies, and to kind of make sure that you're kind of aware of that. Hello, Baba. No worries. So what will Cherish Shanda think of me after knowing me? Is this just like a actress or something? Just telling you that think of me after knowing me, Shrek. Oh, that's such a cute one. This person will think that you deserve love and you're a lovable person, Shrek. That's so cute. I love that. Okay, a general love read for September. Okay, Queen of Cups for you. So this is the feminine quality of Queen of Cups. She is adorable. I never really have mum vibes out of cards until I get to Queen of Cups, because she's so emotionally lovely. She's there, she cares for a lot of people. She just is like the mum of the suits. She tends to be more of a stay-at-home. She tends to have less friends, but they're good quality friends, but she tends to keep to herself. More introverted than Queen of Wands, but she's still a very gorgeous person. Also Temperance in reverse. So this is actually really weird, because if you're the masculine energy of this, then the Queen of Cups is going to be the person coming into your life. But then there's Temperance in reverse, which actually means chaos, like huge amounts of chaos. It's like, get your life in order, like really quickly, because there's a lot of chaotic energy. It's not just like paying the bills, but forgetting when the bills are due, forgetting to kind of park the car, getting yourself parking tickets because you forgot to park the car in the right place, kind of energy, like very uncontrolled energy. And that's why, like, it's good to see the Queen of Cups there, but it's also like chaos. And I think it's because maybe you're coming in with chaotic energy, and Queen of Cups won't want chaotic energy. They can't deal with that chaos. So maybe it's time to kind of rein in the chaos in your life so you can actually keep this Queen of Cups when she comes in. So Prashi says, what is Akeshi Agwell up to regarding me? Okay. Okay, so hello, Chaymay. You tried to guess where I'm from. We'll go down a little bit. Okay, cool. I'm back! I'm back! Okay, so it's Prashi now. What is Akeshe Agwil up against regarding me? This could be the one. Apparently, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. And they'll probably be like, oh no, this is actually someone at work. Will Anton and Eugenia actually get married? Well, this is kind of weird. You actually have Ace of Swords in reverse. And I think, Barbara, this is kind of a weird one for me. Oh. Okay. Right, this is actually a weird one because this actually means in reverse is like panic, like the world is falling on your head but it's not, like little chicken complex, like oh my, the world is going to fall on my head. And there is a passion card, which is actually a very interesting thing because this is not actually a commitment card, but going back from what I remember from reading countless books, you have a pyramid between relationships and you have three things. So there is one called commitment, there's one with compassion, and the other one's intimacy. And you need two of those all the time for a relationship to exist. If you do not have an intimacy commitment, then it'll fall apart. Or you have to have intimacy passion, but no commitment. Commitment and passion. So it could be that you're just not getting that two in your relationship. And it could be like you might have to accept the passion and later the commitment, or realize that this might not be one of these people that will actually think very highly of commitment. So if that's the thing that you really need, commitment wise, then you might have to think of whether this is going to be a thing, Barbara. Hi there, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon, Walter. High guidance for upcoming months. And you are very welcome, beautiful soul. Okay, so weirdly enough, this is King and Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this means that both of them are operating on financial lack. So this is possibly why this has come up. This is the heartbreak card. So this is the Three of Cups? Yeah, this would be Three of Cups. So this is the heartbreak card. And so therefore these guys are either thinking of splitting or have split. So King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles, why this would be so important to them is because they operate with money being one of the biggest things that they have. Everything revolves around money in these people's lives. And so therefore, when they're kind of down and out, they're kind of looking at each other going, but you're responsible for the money. And so therefore, this could just have too much of a rift for both of these, and they will split. So I don't know whether this is actually someone you know, whether this is you. This could just be like just to let you know that someone in your life is breaking up, and it might not be you. But King and Queen of Pentacles, that's actually a very interesting mix, because they possibly wouldn't be good together because they will always orientate their lives around money. So is Volta now? So yeah, of course you can. So I am a Taurus. Is a Scorpio girl. Well, firstly, Volta, you've got King of Cups. That means that you're a gorgeous person. You really care a lot about, like, people's emotions, people's feelings. You tend to feel very strongly about, like, you're a giving person. So you're not like King of Pentacles that'll give in the form of money. You're more like a person that will give like time, attention. So it's gorgeous, but these two came up and it's kind of a weird thing because this one is actually a scaredness. This is actually really bad anxiety or just afraid of the world. This is reverse hermit, so it's like you want to come out, but you can't because you're scared. You're really scared. And this is then 7 of Pentacles in reverse. This usually means that there was little tiny bits of money coming to you, and there isn't. It's actually kind of a lack of little bits of money. So it could be that at the moment you're dealing with your anxiety and you're also not getting a lot of money coming in that was abundant before. And this could be something that you actually have to deal with because I'm not seeing anything for Abby, but that's possibly because you're already in a state of self-sabotage. Volta. So this could be, well, this makes sense reading your comment further down about like your like ex-wife. It kind of makes perfect sense. And you might need to kind of be very honest with this person because like it might be very hard for you to just be able to like do the normal things like pay for dinner, pay for coffee. Like if you can't just have that little tiny money that you would normally have, that's a hard one. Purnima says, what's coming towards me? September month. Okay, so this is actually weird. This is strength in reverse. This is usually to say that you need to be stronger, but I always usually read this as you need to be weak. This kind of means that you might be stronger for a very, very long time, and it's telling you it's okay to be weaker now. Like, it's okay to kind of show parts of you, or to break down and cry if you need to cry. Kind of let the world see that you're a little bit weaker because you've been holding your strength for so long. And this is gorgeous. So therefore, Purnima, this means that things are coming to you, little tiny toys. You get to collect so many of these little tiny toys. Actually, this reminds me because I'm kind of seeing what Barbara says about my accent, but this is, you know, those little tiny toy things that you put in like money and you turn the crank and you get a little tiny toy? That's amazing because this kind of reminds me of like someone that gets all the little tiny toys from the toy thing. Actually, I would love one of those. Please, can someone I would just put the toys back again, but I have a strong connection with Aries. How will it turn out? Julian says. I'm sorry that sometimes it's a little bit tight, like one of those things that I'm doing slow chat, which is hard sometimes because I take a little bit more time because then I don't feel so rushed. So trust and new love for you, Julian. So this is new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And trust, this situation is calling to you to have faith. So this seems really good for you, Julian. And Ladybug says general reading. Hello, Jamie. Praishi. Did I miss Praishi? Definitely contact me, Dan. Can we have a clarifier card? You got... Okay, right. So Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. This is very interesting towards me. Is that you're rejecting other people's offers to help. You're also feeling like the world is falling down on top of your head, and you're like, oh my god. And then people actually help you because you're like, oh my god, my life is so much a mess, like this thing. And so therefore you keep on provoking your own anxieties, provoking your own fears, and when people actually reach out to help you, you sit there and go no. So I would suggest take the offers and start thinking that some of the things that you kind of worry about are just in your head. It's okay, it's fine. Ladybug. And to accept sometimes people are trying to help, whether you like it or not. Well, Cassandra, today I tried to contact with Abby, but I guess she's ghosted me for now. Definitely work on what I've told you. Will Rishi text me back today? Okay, so Queen of Wands. This is you, Sia? So Queen of Wands. Attraction, flirt, and true love. Okay. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, and then true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So I would say that just flirt with him. Even if he doesn't text you back today, just keep on flirting. You're doing very well. Aline, how are you? I'm going good. Apreshi, please put in what you were doing. Cause I want to check. What does Eddie feel about me? Says Aline. Hello, Betty. Okay. So how does Eddie feel about you? Well, it kind of feels like he's kind of wanting something, but he's not getting the full thing with you. Like, not to put this like in a way that, but sometimes we're looking at a person and we have this kind of list or like attributes that we want from a person, but we never got them. And that's kind of a weird thing with this one, is like he's not feeling like it's completely there, but he does like your playful nature. You're very outgoing, very energetic as a person. And so therefore you really are like great, but you could be kind of a little bit more chaotic. You tend to be a little bit more messy. You tend to be a little bit more rough and tumble. So if you go out, maybe you don't dress up, and this could be like where you're going wrong is you kind of like, he likes you because you have this energy, but you also are kind of a little bit more of a a playful, kind of chaotic mess, maybe a little bit of a slob. I'm just kind of putting out there the attributes that I see. It doesn't mean that you feel like you're a slob. You might be very tidy at home, but then like you might just, when you go out, you might just have a little bit more of a less worried or care about other people, and they do. Irene. So Denise's next actions for David's next actions towards you. So David is it's kind of weird because he's got to focus on the love. He's kind of chasing money right now. He's also successfully fighting something. So what could be that he is at the moment chasing money, and he's getting the money he wants so he can refocus towards love. Because sometimes it's very hard for, well, it's hard normally. Like, I don't know who can juggle like making a decent amount of money with actually putting time and effort and love into something. Yeah. Cherish says, when will I get a love offer? Well, apparently, Cherish, it could be anytime soon if you release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Get that ex out of your life. Delete him on phones. Delete him on social media. Forget his name. Forget it where he lives. That's easy. That'll happen instantly. Like, the problem is that maybe at the moment you're not getting an offer because people feel like you're too close to your ex still, Cherish. Will his parents agree for a marriage? Will they accept me? It's kind of interesting because they will accept you. They kind of, it feels like a Leo, that you come from a very, what is this song? This is not good when we're like magnifying glass. No, it feels like really spooky music. Sorry guys. So this is a stray cat that came out of the cold and now it's in the warmth. And the person is trying to look after it, trying to pet it, trying to say it's like, you're never going outside again. Like, not in a bad thing. Obviously, the cat will be let out again, guys. It's not like I'm going to control the cat. But it's more like, let's say you might be from a poorer background than this person, and so therefore there's kind of a little bit of an elevation for you, but they will care for you and look after you. They will adopt you as one of their own. Leo. Hello, Betty. Feelings of ramen for me. Well, this guy just might not know that you kind of, like, do you talk to this person? I feel like you just like look at them in the distance as Taspia. It's like that bit where the High School Musical thing where you're like, that person's a dreamboat. Wish they would look at me. Look at me, senpai. Knight of Cups. This is a person that's possibly oblivious about the outside world, kind of looking at their own kind of lane, looking at what they want, and kind of tuning the rest of the world out. So they're kind of really not particularly obvious. And then also that you're kind of looking at a bigger picture, or they're looking like you want to be more specific in general, being more detail orientated, because this person possibly only thinks in a certain way, and you possibly will need to pick up some details about them, like hobbies, interests, anything that you like that they do, then becomes a conversation. I'm not saying to integrate people's hobbies that you don't like, because that'll be a little bit of a problem when you decide to give up and they're like, oh yeah, you're still doing this thing. You're like, no, I got bored. But in general, I think it's like hobbies, interests, and stuff has to be a kind of approach them, because I feel like you're still like not really approaching this person that you like. Reefa says, feelings of sag for me. Okay, well, this is kind of interesting because you've got Emperor in reverse, and you also have the Four of Swords. But no, Six of Swords. Sorry, my bad. Sometimes I take a while with the Roman numerals, in case you guys want to look it up later. So this is like you're causing trouble here in the present towards this person. It might be that you don't feel like they're spending enough time with you, but the Emperor card is actually telling you that you're able to rebuild this slowly with them. Queen of Cups, gorgeous, beautiful person. So Reefa, if you are the woman in this relationship, you're very, very emotionally connected with yourself. You tend to care about people very strongly, quite empathic, and empathetic. You tend to be a very smaller circle. You tend to be more introverted, and you tend to stay indoors a lot more. But it seems like in general, you might be thinking, okay, like maybe they don't like me. And you keep on asking the question, do you like me? Or it's like tension seeking, I feel. But in general, I feel like this is going very well. You're just going to naturally end up in this relationship. You're going to be taking this slowly, I feel, Reefa. But in general, I feel like that's really good. Benita says, what is my future husband's personalities, characteristics be life? Like well, I pulled up you firstly. Okay, can we have a clarification card? Okay, I asked about your husband and I brought up you. Which is actually kind of an interesting one. Well, what did I do? Oh, I muted it. Okay, right. So this might actually make more sense when I view this with everything else. So this is Queen of Swords in reverse. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. She tends to possibly, in your reverse state, have more of a temper because you just, like, someone will do something that annoys you. You just sometimes snap. You tend to be a little bit more harsher with your words. You tend to be more blunt. You're very intelligent. Very much the leader of the tarot. The swords tend to be leaders The Moon card in reverse, this person actually will be very good because they will get you to not care so much about what other people think, and also possibly give you a way to escape a lot of the trauma or experiences that you've had in life that have built up over time. So this person is actually going to be kind of more calmer. I think they will approach your anger with a certain amount of nonchalance, which you might get really angry at, but they're kind of trying to diffuse the bomb by just being very calm. Do they tend to be a little bit methodical? Possibly. I don't think more logical. They tend to be just like people that have a slow smile. Like, you know how they have like a slow smile and they just like over time they start smiling, they just slowly have that grin, which I think you'll find adorable about them, really. What else can I say about them? They possibly are more a physical, hands-on person trying to save people from their problems. So they tend to be very good with their hands. So more of a trade person, I guess, more than a person that's a doctor or a lawyer. They tend to really look forward to fixing things for other people. They tend to be a problem solver, so they tend to get people out of their problems. So I feel like more of a tradesperson than anything else, but they tend to be very calm, good-natured person. So then it is a Raff Riff. Shana, I'm looking forward to that, actually. Okay, so let us actually ask this for Raff Riff. Riff Raff. Raff Riff. Okay, so apparently you're supposed to trust this person. Also to give in to passion. So these are the two that came up for you. So the situation is calling for you to have faith and allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So it's actually more about that they're possibly telling you that like this is something that you need to trust them and to have passion for them. So they are possibly more trusting and passionate towards you. So you need to kind of give that back to them. Yeah. Refill. No, Raph. Sorry, Raph, that was yours. Sorry. Please tell me something about my life. Okay. It's interesting because there is the 5 of Pentacles here. Is that 5? Yeah, that's 5 of Pentacles. So a lot of times I feel like you are able to display or show something that people like. So it could be that your possible partner, if you have one, feels like you're very connected because you have a similar background to them, or you're very good at showing people something that they like because you can mirror other people quite well. So you tend to show people what they want to see of you. So you kind of, I feel like, can mimic something that someone else wants to see, and you're very good at doing that. So it could just be like that way. And your Queen of Pentacles, which Pentacles tend to be money orientated, they tend to be more of financially practical. Are they practical though? They tend to be very detail orientated. They tend to set goals for themselves, and they really like earning money, and they tend to like drawing their power through money. So it's not like they just see money, but money is very important to them. Shana. Shadia, that is your life. Sarah says, what is Alfie's attentions towards me, Sarah? Thank you, Ladybug. Okay. So what's Alfie's attentions towards me? He doesn't want kids yet. So he could be like thinking about like the relationship, but he doesn't want kids. But he likes everything else. So it could be that he's just not in that place, Sarah, to want a family, but he enjoys the time spent with you and feels like you're a possible soulmate or a possible person that he would like or admire. So this is kind of a bit where he thinks that he's got a mate. He thinks that he's got a good girlfriend or possible girlfriend. But then like there is that kind of point where he's not really in for the commitment yet. So this could be that he doesn't want kids at all, or he just doesn't feel like having kids yet. Because it's hard with the cards because they don't always tell you future or past or anything. They're just like sitting there going, okay. It's my boss at Minesh planning to give me his Canadian branch accounting job to me. Rupali, this is actually kind of weird. I feel like he's got so many good resumes, so many good people, that he's kind of overwhelmed by choices and he can't decide who to give this thing to. So he's possibly thinking about giving his job to someone. He just doesn't know yet who, and that can be like where you're just overwhelmed, too overwhelmed by the choice that you can't choose. Does my person want to come back to me, says Samantha. Hello, Devi. No, this is actually new love. So I feel like this one for me would mean that this person has new love or wants you to find new love. This is a new love of some kind. For, I would say, because you asked for this person, this is actually the person's new love. So this could be just that they've moved on. Where is my mouse? I need to scroll down. Okay. Oh yeah. No, Ladybug, please save your money. If it's coming up as something that you need to look after, yeah. Oh, where is the mouse gone? It's like stuck. It's stuck. The mouse is stuck. Okay, so where are we? Hello, Colvia. Okay, so it's Neville. Yeah, Ladybug, save your money, please. Give your relationship a chance, and it's safe for you to love. Is Navi, is S's current feelings, he lives aboard. So it says give a relationship a chance, and it is safe for you to love this person, so there's no deception as far as the cards can tell for you. she's come as supermodel. She came Miss Teen a few days ago. Thank you. Oh, okay, right. This is what I kind of thought when you're like, oh yeah, I really like this person. I was like, okay. He's coming towards me and loves this September, says a Charity. Okay, so you are going to heal your heart finally. Oh my god, that took so long. Also kind of weirded out by this, like the reverse prosperity. You haven't settled down yet. I think there is still like this kind of bachelor life kind of feeling. It's just like you don't settle down, so you're kind of not knowing what you want. But look at this, Charity. You have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a very optimistic soul, very extroverted, tends to like outdoors compared to King of Cups, tends to be playful in nature, and tends to be very much extrovert, so has plenty of friends, has plenty of connections, but possibly lives for the moment compared to any other card like suit. Tends to just be like wing it. So yeah, that's the person that's coming towards you, Shreddy. This could be possibly you. This could be, if you're the male, then that's you. Che May says, does Lucas still miss me? I don't know, Shrek. I do. There you go. So, what was it? Any details about my future spouse? It's kind of weird because this is actually being upset at yourself. So this is kind of weird. There's no actual future spouse in that, and I'll tell you why, because this is actually possibly the most interesting part of this. You can manifest quite a lot in your life. You're very good. You've got the High Priestess energy. You can change a lot about your life if you wanted to, but there is this dissatisfaction. It might be that you see the world and you go, these things are not good enough. These things are not what I want. These things are not how I design it or what I want from life. And so therefore you keep this tap running where you have to like turn that off and actually have a look at yourself. But the High Priestess is amazing. She is so powerful. She's a force of creation. She creates tangible things. So she can, if she wanted a car tomorrow, she would have a car. She can create, like, the whole idea is you possibly have the picture of who you want in your head. You can create this reality if you actually look at the dissatisfaction in your life and kind of weed out what you're dissatisfied by, because you can make this whoever you want it to be. I'm very sure if you wanted someone that looked like Johnny Depp tomorrow, like that person would just walk into your life and you'll be like, wow. So it's like you have the energy to create who you want to be, like to manifest this being, but you also have to stop being dissatisfied. So, did I miss Che-Mei? I did miss Chainmate. Is Lucas still missing me? Chainmate, it says to release your attachment to this person. You're probably holding on to this person with fear, scared of like letting go of this person, but you have to, because this is actually creating more and more like frustration in your life. Hello, Colvia. Reading for tomorrow. Exam. Okay. Good luck on the exam, Huma. I will pull cards for you, but... Okay. Firstly, it says to get up early and to kind of figure out where the exam room is. Because this one came up, which is the too many options card. Let's call it the too many options card, and you're overwhelmed by choices. This could be that you need to study and you need to, like, it could be that it's multiple choice and you need to study. Also, if you usually get creeped out by multiple like choice exams, I will tell you a trick. Usually, if you don't know the answer, it's never D. It's usually B or C. So if you want to go for your 50% and you don't know which one to circle, B or C. Don't choose A, don't choose D, because it's usually B or C. For if you don't know it, don't leave it uncircled. B or C will be your correct answer, okay? But get out early and try to find yourself your exam room, because that's important too. Because I can see you rushing all over the place. And yeah, that's a hard thing. Kofi, I have to add you as a mod. Oh my god. Can I add you as a mod? Does Scorpio miss me? Okay. Right. I think it's intentional when these things happen. So it's not just like randomly out of blue. You possibly have knickknacks of this person floating around your house, of photos of them, and so therefore you'll always keep bringing this up all the time, because you still have like a lot of their energy surrounding you, and you kind of have to plan to kind of get rid of some things because they are triggering that. But in some ways, like the dissatisfaction, does this person miss you? I don't think so. I think this is more focused on you, actually, Colvia, as a general person. There is dissatisfaction here, but it's not self-dissatisfaction. It's more like dissatisfaction to based around the world. So the thing is, that means that there's something better coming to you. But you need to kind of work on how you feel about your life. It's not like change character attributes. It's not changing this stuff, but planning to create a different life for yourself. Because at the moment, you are putting yourself in that kind of space that you don't do that. No worries, Volta. So yeah, I think that you need to, yeah. Sorry guys, I am going to be right back. I need to blow my nose. Actually, where is that thing? There is like a tissue here. so I can blow my nose and stay in the room. Yay! I don't know about me, but it's like my nose kind of does kind of. LM says, should I reach out to SR or will he do? I think he has ideas of it, but it's just too hard for him to do so. So I would say reach out to him, because it's just like he kind of thinks about you a lot, but then he's like, it picks up the phone and goes, that person will be busy. It's like they don't have time, but they really, really want to kind of like communicate with you, have some banter, be able to like swap stories, schedule time to kind of meet up. He's just like waiting for you to do that. Does David have love for me? Says Denise. Hello, Anna. D, I could definitely do your reading for next year. Okay. I don't know. Can I have a clarification card for that? Either that or it's being very savage. Okay. Right. I have this one. It says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will give you romance. Now, I was thinking, like, come on, that's being a little bit savage, Denise, but it's just like saying optimistic. But there is the pentacles in reverse. That means like a lack of like saving. So it could be that you're not putting a lot into this relationship. You're kind of waiting for this to happen where you kind of leave. And then there is the World card. So it's possibly like, stay optimistic, put in some effort in this relationship, but it wants to tell you that you are loved and you are attractive to a lot of people. So in general, if like they keep spending all your kind of effort, so if you put in the effort and they keep spending it without realizing that you're putting effort in, there's a lot more attractive people, Denise, that not more attractive people, but people that find you more attractive. They would love to sweep you off their feet. Okay, so Anna says, what are Daniel's attentions towards me? Firstly, there was that bit where you both got together and there was just like sparks, like instant chemistry, and you were very, very close, and you're just like, oh my god, this is the person. And then it fell apart one day. There was an argument, there might have been a fight, and you both kind of split. But this person wants to have a family with you, wants to see kids with you. Also, they're kind of fighting and hanging on to this, so therefore they're invested in it. But also that you tend to, this I would call self-sabotage. So when you come to a relationship, you're kind of constantly trying to sabotage little bits so you see how much they care for you. And this is a very bad trait to have, and I'm seeing this quite a lot in my card readings for love. So I would say that it is tension seeking validation, or just like sabotaging some things to see how like patient or how loving or kind that is. And that can be because as a child, there's a lot of trauma that children go through, or they don't get the love that we seek from parents. So when we get to a point, we tend to over sabotage romantic relationships. And you might have to think, does that apply to you? If that doesn't apply to you, it's still like a little bit of attention seeking there. But in general, like, there is a gorgeous thing. You've got this really lovely romantic relationship, so it's just like, keep on going. Okay, so Diamond D says career reading for 2022. Okay, firstly, it's highlighting that you're very much oh my god. Don't worry, that this is not like a bad thing. It's still like a little bit of a weirder one to explain. So your Knight of Cups, you're very much like in your own lane. You tend to not think outside like what you're focused on. So you can kind of be a little bit more like in like one direction, like looking in your terracotta pot. This is also like a fear right now, like holding on to things, getting trapped by them, getting stuck in a certain amount of scared behavior. Like, what if you don't get a job? What if I don't do this right? What if I don't do that right? And I think you just have to realize that you can't fight your perfectionist like in nature. Kind of let go of the perfection. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to admit to mistakes and kind of work that out. It's also that you possibly over talk yourself. Like when someone says, can you do this, and you just say yes. you don't actually sit there and go, I could try this. I have like a certain amount of minimal experience to this. And then like you bite off more than you can chew, and then like it's chaos. It's chaos, and you can't ask for help because you already said yes, you could do it. DMD. So I think between perfectionism and your lack of being honest and taking only a certain amount of like, oh yeah, this is going to take me 3 weeks. You say it's only going to take 1 week, and then you deliver 4 weeks later. Well, clients don't like that. So I think in general, like, there's some really good things that the cards have highlighted. And I think when you realize that it's okay to fail, and it's okay to kind of not over flirt or say yes to things a lot more, then you'll be fine. I think that you're going to be very successful because based on your personality or very focused, hyper focused, you'll be fine. I am here, Nia. Hello, please let me know, will I get accepted in the exam I'm given today? Okay, I would say no. And I'll explain to you why. I don't think that you prepared enough for this, and you also didn't actually ask anybody for their advice or their notes for this exam, so you led in quite blind, and you possibly would have got a better score, or you possibly would have passed if you had asked for people's notes and written it exactly how it was in the textbook. I think that you tend to not prepare, and you tend to be a little bit more slapdash in nature, so you tend to not, and you don't give yourself enough time to kind of meet people that can give you notes or give you prep work, and then you kind of leave that where like now it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of give yourself a heads up after the exam. So any good news coming in my way in September? I hope so. Last night I pulled the Ten of Swords the right way up, and I was like sitting there, and it's like sitting there going, rest, relax. I'm like, no, I don't want to rest and relax. Why are you bossing me, cards? They do boss me. They do. Like, if you think they're savage to you, they boss me around quite a lot. So you've got Temperance and the Hanging card, the Hanged Man. So don't worry, you're not being hanged. It's just a thing. So what I would say is that you need to kind of control your life. At the moment, there's kind of a disorganization going. So it's not like out of balance, but it could be that there's like you want a certain thing from the cupboard and you can't find it because everything's so disorganized, cluttered. Just kind of give yourself time to sort out your ambient spaces, declutter if you need to, kind of work towards like giving yourself like a nice peaceful space, because the Temperance just means to kind of balance out your life and be aware of balancing out your life. You also have the Hangman, so you are actually going to fall naturally into a situation in September, and I think if you balance out your life, it's going to be a good thing. It's not going to be a bad thing, it's going to be good. So it's more like if there is kind of a build-up of disorganization, clutter, everything like that, then it could be not good. But I think in general it's going to be a good thing. Okay, Cherish? Mary says, will my person contact me in September? No, I don't think so. I think that they're having a hard time trying to cope with themselves. So the Emperor is the falling down card. So this is the story behind the Emperor is that the Emperor is watching his empire fall apart, crumble around him. This is why this guy looks overly dramatic in his safety cone, sitting there going and then this one, which is the Ten of Pentacles, which usually means that you're being looked after and loved and cared for. It's in reverse, so it could be that they need to take time to look after themselves, to kind of be there for themselves, because a lot of people are not there for them at the moment. So they could be in a state that they are starting to feel like their world is kind of going a little bit pear-shaped, a little bit sideways. And also they're kind of looking towards the future, so they might be in a situation that they might be aware of this, or they might not. They might be just like aware, but they're sweeping it under the rug. So I don't think they will contact you anytime soon, because they've got to deal with this. Sorry, Mary. You could always set them card, go, hey, it's nice to see you. A snail mail. Okay. So how does Brendan feel about after your last conversation? So Ladybug, you had this before. This is the dissatisfaction card. It could be that you, like, this person gives you a positive thing, and then you follow it up with a bad thing. So therefore, like, someone says, oh yeah, the sun is shining today, and you're like, oh yeah, but I need to water my plants because it's not raining. So it's kind of like every time they have a positive outlook, you kind of have a negative one, and that can kind of make people feel like like, come on. But in general, like, you've got some really good things. Four of Cups in reverse. You're seeing lots of options, possibilities. They're possibly seeing lots of options and possibilities. And then it is the... what is this? A Six of Pentacles. I should just count the treats, but I don't. I have to look at the Roman numerals. So this is prosperity, success. So it could be that they're kind of really enjoying the conversation, but they'd still feel like there was some kind of negative there, ladybug. Okay, so Irene says, can I get advice on what's next to come with me and my family, please? Oh my god. That word's come back. Oh my god. So this is, yeah, as I said, is dissatisfaction card. This is the Judgment card. This would be Eight of Cups. That is what I call my dissatisfaction card, so you can look that up with me. That is Four of Pentacles in reverse. So this is dissatisfaction, overspending, and judgment. This could be that you're judging other people because they're negative, moody. They spend lots of money and you're just like sick and tired of that. So it could be that one thing that could happen is that if it's that dissatisfaction, try to figure out where the dissatisfaction is coming. If there's excess spending, figure out how to save, because those two are quite important. To always be positive and also to have savings, especially when it's a family, because most of us feel so trapped by day-to-day life and human interaction that sometimes we tend to forget that everything that we do has like a surrounding consequence. Everyone picks up a bad mood or good mood. This is why people go, can't you smile? I can smile. It's just my face. Oh, my mouse. My mouse is having a hard time. Is it because it's trapped underneath the monitor? Let's see. No, it's just like naturally. It's plugged in too. What's going on with it? So yeah, it's one of those things that maybe just a time to kind of chill out, see where like things are going. Where our energy goes is where the attention flows. Oh well, where the attention goes, the energy flows. So if you don't want it to flow in a dissatisfied manner, kind of direct it towards something constructive and to save money. Judgment's there, but I think in general, if you save and you kind of redirect the energy towards something constructive, then you'll be fine. Oh my god, what's happening with my mouse? Come on. There is like a whole mouse pad for you. You're still like having a problem. This is going to be interesting, guys. Okay. we have Houston, there is a problem. Okay, we might need to track mouse, and I need to pull mouse out, and mouse needs to be plugged back in, I think. Oh yes, I see. What's happening with this then? Let's replug mouse in and see if that's the case. Oh my god. Issues today. I wish I read my cards this morning. If it said, oh yeah, there's a problem. Yes. I got mouse back. Yeah. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh my god. Now I got my mouse back. Sorry about that. Oh no. Did I missed a lot of people. I'm sorry. If I missed you, please let me know, because I can only go back to Destinies. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. Hello, Jades. Has Keegan been thinking about me recently? I'm sorry, my mouse just... I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna just be really upset. AB, just question it. Welcome, Anastasia. Okay, has Keegan been thinking about you recently? Destiny, I think this person has been thinking about themselves because they got King of Wands. So King of Wands is very independent by nature, tends to possibly make their own rules. They tend to be fun, playful, but yeah, there's no kind of pulled if you're the feminine of the relationship, yeah, there's no cards pulled for you. Will Shasha and Chanda and I meet this year? Oh my god. Okay, firstly, you're a little bit anxious about this person. To the point that I feel like if you met them, you would be like, excuse me, a very, very nervous bundle of nerves. Also, the Ace of Pentacles, it say yes to things. I think that if you said a yes to a lot of volunteer projects around your place or in general, you would meet this person, yes, for sure. Katrin says, what's coming up in my love life? Okay, so it says to let go of someone. And I think this is why. So Knight of Cups. You're attached to this person, Knight of Cups in reverse. So what would be the negative of not... An extremely unfocused person, tends to lose track of their mind very quickly, tends to possibly be, how would I explain this without being a little bit offensive? Like, I was thinking uses kind of like substances like caffeine or something stronger to kind of get away their focus. They don't like focusing, and you're kind of attached to this person, so it is like let go of your ex kind of feeling. And so therefore it's kind of hard because, Catherine, you need to let go of this person before you meet another one. So Benita says, will my marriage be loved or arranged? Oh my god, there is just like well, it definitely says it's love, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I would say love, not arranged. Benita. Noza says, can you check what Matthew wants from me? He wants you to stay and weirdly enough be stuck with this person, Anna, which is kind of weird because that's not good. That could be like a sign of possible jealousy, wanting people to stay with you, to not want them to move. A Chariot in reverse is like a stuck moving, like physical move. You're like staying. And then this one is like stuck for sure. This is like stuck, and this is not unstuck. This is just stuck. So I don't know. Like, they want you to stay. They want you not to move. They're possibly, yeah, I feel like there could be like some red flags for this person, possibly jealousy, possibly commitment, like issues where they need you to be there all the time, codependency, possibly. This doesn't mean that this person has these, but I'd be worried about the red flags, yes. Hello, Priesta. Love, a reading for me? So who's love reading? That's kind of weird. This is 2 cups in reverse and also the wise hierophant. So a teacher, a shower of the way. There's also separation, playfulness, and very soon. So time apart from your partners on the horizon. So this could be why 2 cups is a thing. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So you need playfulness, and very soon clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So it could be that, and that's possibly why I have like 2 cups in reverse, is that you need to decide whether this relationship's good for you or not, and then like be playful with this person and clearly tell them if that's the person you want to continue with, because in general, you've got to choose. You've got to decide that. Sarah says, how are people reacting to the people pictures I just posted on Instagram? Well, they're kind of stuck. They possibly feel like they're not good enough. Sarah, I would be wondering whether you use like any kind of manipulation on your photos, because this kind of feels like they're not enough. Like they need to grow themselves. That feels like that, because that's a thing. Also, there is 2 cups. There could be possibly a little bit of jealousy from people seeing their other halves view these images. So obviously you're kind of good looking, hot. Maybe you do use some photo manipulation. Also, Page of Cups, a very focused individual, tends to be like very much focused on their own thing, but I don't I don't know. I feel like in general this Page of Cups is a person that will DM you because they're interested in you, Sarah. So I think you're causing a lot of controversy, or it is crime, I feel. In some ways. Okay, Reefa says, will I reply back to my messenger on Messenger after he notices? Will it make him feel excited that I texted him? Well, Reefa, he's kind of in a weird mood where he's kind of like detailed orientated right now. He's kind of really like switched from being a very aspect thing. Also King of Pentacles in reverse, so this can be like having an eye on money, and like so it could be that like he saw it but he's not responding because he just is sitting there going, I don't have enough money this month. How am I gonna make money? So don't be too kind of upset if this person takes a while to respond, because their mind is kind of everywhere trying to figure out how they're going to get more money. So unfortunately I would say that they will be replying back very nonchalantly, but okay, so humor 1 week. You've got lots of things coming to you. It might not feel like much, but it's definitely going to be good. So I think in general you'll have this enjoyable part of your life back. Okay, so Jade says, what is Taurus E thoughts and feelings on me since we've not been talking? Hello, Anjali. Ay, throwing things around on the tables. It's not the cats this time, it's me. I'm throwing things, oh my. Call the police. That was the cats. The cats have given up. The cats are going on the floor. They're like, yep. Okay, so does he miss you? Yeah. For sure. And possibly wants to come back, because like there's like a holding on to like falling back into this relationship. There could be that he's just trying not to contact you. So this is that he liked the playful aspect of you. He felt very protective of you. Also, soulmate energy card. So therefore they see like you're the same as you, like same as themselves. They like sharing that with themselves. And then Four of Cups in upright means that they see no options. They see no options to come back, I think, but they will naturally fall back into talking to you, Jades. AB, there's no list, so just post your question. What is Hassie feeling for me? Hello, Anastasia. Thank you for coming and thank you for subscribing. What's Hassie feeling for you? Easy. Queen of Cups. A loving, emotionally kind person. gives great hugs, is kind of like the mother of the cards. That doesn't mean that you're a mom. You just have that mom vibe, like the very, very like warm person. Tend to be more introverted, and you like being by yourself a lot more, and you tend to be more inside person than outside. So introverted, it tends to like being at home. But you just have that warm mom energy, caring energy. Let's say not mom energy, caring energy, because some people will be like, but I hate my mom. So yeah, that's who, like, that's what Hassie feels for you, is like you care a lot. Possibly the whole idea of the perfect wifey. So Bruno says, does R miss me and think about me all the time like I do? This is going to be a sad card, so give me a second. I don't know why my nose does that. I am so sorry. But Ace of Wands in reverse does miss you a lot. Would want to come back to your life, but doesn't know how to approach that. So it's kind of like the sadness of like wanting something but not having it. Bruno. Say will Kevin contact me this week, please? I'm trying not to make a sound with the things. No, I feel like they'll be too busy with other things that they need to do, and they will get too overwhelmed. It's very easy. They will just get too overwhelmed this week. They possibly will next week, but they're just overwhelmed this week, okay? So Ecto says, will Danny contact me again? I haven't heard from him in 3 weeks. Don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. So don't worry, when you see a death card, that doesn't mean a death. This is actually a death in reverse card. So this is actually not a physical death, but mental death. Usually this means that there's a cycle that someone's completing to actually get into a new cycle, which is great because most of the time I explain this as like thunder, when you kind of have that tension build up and then there's like thunder in the air and then you have the thunderstorm and everything starts being so sticky, stop being so hot, and then it kind of refreshes everything. That's usually what I try to explain the death card as. But this time it is in reverse. So this person's actually stuck in their life, holding on to a cycle that they haven't let go of. And this is causing them not to contact you because they're having this kind of bit where they keep continuing this cycle on. This could be like attachment to an ex. This could be attachment to that they think they're not good enough. A lot of times with a death card, you won't know the cycle while you're in it, but as soon as you kind of let that cycle go, you will move on and you'll start realizing what you had to let go of. Yeah. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, kitty. Love reading for a couple of months, says Anaji. Well, firstly, what's highlighted is like you need to get up and move that earth. Also, like you control your love life quite a lot, and it's telling you to kind of like lower like your control, possibly lower your expectations of other people. This doesn't mean like lower your expectations like, oh yeah, this person is going to yell at me or scream at me. No, it's more like if they do something in public that you're not particularly comfortable with, that's like hi bye. So it could be just like let them kind of have like a space that you kind of don't treat them like caged lab rats. So maybe I don't think that you treat them like that, but it's kind of like a feeling of like, okay, it's like they've done something wrong now, like bye. Also get up and move. So it could be just like inactivity, so therefore you look at other people and you're like, oh yeah, they're all stupid anyway. And I think that you've got to put yourself in a new place with new people, because I think you're just tired of the same old. And then it is Six of Pentacles, so therefore like there is potential lovers or potential soulmates coming through your life, but then you don't keep them. And this is possibly why you've got to let go of the control and kind of watch people for very much a longer time than what you give them normally. Yeah. No worries. Say hi, you can. Okay, Mohini says, hi dear, will AJ communicate or contact me in the month of September? Kayla, I am always down for a relationship. If I didn't answer relationship ones, then most of the chat would be quiet. Okay. So will AJ contact you? I think this is kind of no-go. They're kind of holding like a strength towards you, which is kind of weird because I don't know why they need to be strong. Excuse me. To not contact you. This is really confusing. How would I describe this? Yeah, they're like struggling not to contact you. And I don't know why. It feels like it's for their own good, but I don't know why. I don't think you're a mean person. This is the hardest part, Marini. Is they're possibly feeling like they're not good enough, not they don't have enough. Yeah, I think that is. They don't feel like that they have enough to give you what you want. So therefore they're using the strength to kind of not contact you. Yeah. That's not great, Mohini. They need to think of better about themselves. But they're not here in chat, so I can't sit there and go, buck up! Buck up and start, like... Kayla, I don't know, like, I feel like you haven't, like, settled down yet. You're not in a space that you could possibly have a long-term relationship at the moment. The other one that's coming up is let go of control issues. Allow the situations to unfold naturally. So it's kind of hard because, yeah, I feel like you kind of put on the brakes with people. They possibly, like, you give them all the go signals and then you kind of slam brakes down. And Kayla, this is kind of hard because I think in general, like, maybe you don't even consciously know it, but sometimes you just like slam brakes. And so you go, yes, signal, until it's like really starting to kind of get to you. And then you slam a brake down and people get really confused because you're like really giving them signals like yes. And then you go like that. And it's hard because I feel like in general, it's something that you have to talk to someone like a therapist about, because I feel like it's got a huge story, and I don't want to like say a chat, but you might need to talk to someone, because that's, yeah, not great. Sorry. Sana, Shadow will come back. Will Shadow? Okay. I hope so. Asi says, if I give documents to the teacher, will I get a job? Your teacher knows that you're working very hard. You're a very intelligent person. You allow your fear or your anxiety to get in way of what you want, though. So it's one of those things that I think that if you decide to do that, then yes. But you've got to kind of override your fear, because I'm very sure, like, you'll go with the documents, you'll go up to the door, and then you'll run away. Yeah, this teacher will look after you. So you only have you as your enemy. The teacher will help you, for sure. Hello, Lita. How is H feeling about me currently? Says Bongo Sasha. Hello, DT. Yes, son. You are loud. How does H feel about me currently? Okay, so this is a feminine aspect card. So this is a female. So if... but I usually say feminine just in case I don't offend someone, because I know that some people gender norms, gender stereotypes and stuff like that are very important to people, and I want to make sure that people are not offended. That's what, disclaimer out of the way. So Queen of Pentacles tends to be the feminine aspect. She is a go-getter. She tends to go after what she wants, but she is very much like the lady boss. She tends to be able to manifest more money because she tends to be more focused. And then the Moon card. So this is actually like, you're scared of what other people think about you. You are scared of what you think about yourself. There is just like maybe so much self-blame, self-guilt. Like you go out, you think about what you're wearing or how you dress. So your friends can make you feel bad sometimes because they say mean things about you. Kind of realize that a lot of times you do not have to listen to anything these people say. You could just like realize that the things that your ego says about you is not true. You just have to realize that you're making this harder for yourself because you're trying to take on other people's viewpoints and other people's opinions, and you cannot make everybody happy. That's what that person feels like. But they're not going to tell you because you'll probably get upset. I think the Queen of Pentacles is beautiful though. Okay, so Sun, what does S feel about me? No contact. This is my second question. Okay. So they feel very positive. They feel like you imbue lots of traits or everything that they want. Also, you're very financially savvy. Like, you're able to bring in little parts of money that most people don't have. Sorry guys, I thought my nose was still like, but it's not. So I'm gonna drink some water and try to hello Prashi. So yeah, they feel like you're very capable. You're like girlfriend material, boyfriend material, son. You're very, very good at what you are. So they think you're perfect. I don't know why they're not contacting you. Angel message for me. Oh no. Sorry. This is not bad, but it is hard, Purnima. I feel when I get things that I have, when I get relationships with all of you, sometimes it's hard to give bad advice. Things, but the cards warn about heartbreak. Like your angels are warning you about heartbreak, so steel your love, like your heart, against like a broken heart. Now this might not be like your relationship. It could be like you were wanting something and you didn't get it, and you were wanting this so much, and now you've got a broken heart because you just wanted that and it's not coming. It's okay. It's fine. You will get it, Purnima. If it's a breakup, well, we could share Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Yeah, Purnima? We could share the Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Though saying that, I would have to share with my other half. Actually, he doesn't like sweet things. Yes! All for me. And you, of course. Okay. Will I manifest the party I scripted yesterday? It's hard because you do put a lot of work in what you actually output. You tend to be too over focused in what you do though. And there's also calling for patience, temperance, because I think in general, the way that you kind of work towards something is kind of hard, because you need to have balance. You need to stop being so hyper focused on one thing, because when you're doing these scripts or you're doing these things, you're kind of missing the point of writing. So you're probably party I scripted yesterday. So it's kind of hard because I think that you tend to have traits of starting something but having inexperience, and that you need to kind of develop it over time. It could be that you have ego, and you're kind of not detailed yet, but you work very hard. So I think just stick at it, and realize that its ego is not as important as it seems. We have a hard time trying to distance ourselves from the ego, Paloma. So yeah. Hello, Rukshana. Sonia says, hey, please does he feel like me and be in a relationship? Great in a relationship, I guess. Guys, if you can you put in the end? Guys, if you just come in, I'll give you about 2 minutes and then we'll be putting down a list is closed, because I'm going to start losing my voice, and I really don't like that because it gets a little bit hard. Oh, Zania, it was a question. I'm sorry. There was no question. So, yeah. I'm going well, Peach Love. Sorry. I'm going back up to there. So we're going to have a hard thing. We're on, Sonia. How does he feel about me? He feels very connected to you. He also feels like you do your own thing, you go your own way. He feels very refreshed because he feels unstuck for a very long time. You give him a way out of things, but in some ways there's kind of a little bit of like frustration that there's not as much as he wants out of that relationship, of like your relationship, but it's also chaos. So in general, I think that if you guys keep on going the way you're going without any kind of care or concern about the other person in the relationship, that'll be total chaos because you're completely different. So I did your love reading, so I'll skip to Sania. So Sania was the one that I did skip. Wheel of Fortune plus King of Wands. Okay. Chadu will come back. I think he will, because like King of Wands is independent, but he is like stuck on you. I feel like that's a thing. So, oh, Fabi, did you actually put your thing back down? Sorry, guys. So yeah, he'll come back, but you've got to trust the universe that they know exactly what they're doing in this, and leave it to the universe to bring him back, okay? Haber says, hello, can I know what changes I should expect very soon? A sunlight. Sun, the ability to bring positivity, light, so therefore you could possibly be in a dark place right now. Just know that it's going to be way more brighter very, very soon. Eva. Okay, says, my future husband will be the same race or a foreigner. Oh my god. There's a lot of things for this. I would say possibly just born in the same country as you. So yeah, I feel like you would be in the same place. But there's cultures and traditions this person doesn't understand. So they could possibly be not a foreigner, but they kind of need some explanation about the cultures and norms. So they possibly aren't culturally the same culture as you. So that could be that they don't have the same skin tone as you, but they've got the culture, like they've grown up in the same country. Ria says spirit reading. Oh god, I don't like when the spirits attract me. Okay, so Bria, they say that you have to decide a life choice coming right up. And the thing is with Two of Swords, that it's a life choice. You cannot change your mind. As soon as you chose it, the other life choice will kind of diverge, which is fine. We tend to make these quite strongly. It's like who we get married to, whether we change a job, everything kind of influences our life. So even the mundane seems very much a life choice. You also have the Emperor card, so this could be that you need to spend time with someone that's older than you, like elderly or something like that. This is a life choice before they kind of pass away. It could also be that you're kind of feeling like you're too old for something, and you need to kind of realize that age is just a number. So it could be both of those options for this Emperor card. Bria. AB, of course you can. Anali, I have already answered that. Shirley says, please, who are my enemies? No worries. So I could protect myself. What if, Shirley, you get the card that says that your worst enemy is yourself? Okay. Alright. So justice in... Okay. So, this is actually present karma. So it is like do to others as you see yourself. So it means to treat other people nicely. So therefore what happens is that this is not past karma, this is present karma. So be nice to people. Obviously, if they do cross boundaries, be firm, but be nice. So it could be that you aren't particularly being looking after the way you treat other people. It's also, this is an opportunity card. So this could be that other people say mean things when it comes to your opportunities or your skills. And I would feel like, Shirley, if they do, don't be around them. They're not your enemies, but they're definitely not your friends. And they're not someone that I would want to be around. So Shirley, just like let these people go. If they're bringing you bad karma, bye. Possibly throw some salt in the direction that they're walking, so when they come back, if they bring back bad vibes, they don't come to you. Just like salt off the table. Oh, Fabi, sorry. Readings available. Rockies, of course there is. We do not have mods yet. Because, yeah. Okay. We are nearly, we're not down to the end by any chance. So it's down to Fabi now. So can people put reading a list is closed at the end, please? If you come in after the list is closed, just hit subscribe, because we'll be back Sunday and Tuesdays on my normal day. We did a random one Monday, but that's because I skipped Tuesday. So we said, Fabi said, I asked if Gemini is stalking my social media. I think I did someone stalking the media, but I don't know whether that was Fabi. So, let's say, okay, let's go with this one. So this is pretty much close. So yes, they are stalking your social media, but they aren't going to be stalking your social media in the future. They're actually in kind of a cycle, so they'll be moving away from your social media, and they will stop stalking that very soon. No worries. Okay. So will David write to me this week? No worries. Avinash, I already answered your question. Will David write to me this week? He's got a one-track mind, this David of yours. And it's a little bit of chaos with David, so I don't feel like this person's going to be writing to you this week. They've got things that they need to do, so you might need to write to them. General for the next month. Okay. Tic Tac, I already answered your question. Please go back in time, because I definitely answered it. I think I answered it the first time you asked, because that usually happens. So this is yours. So this is that there is a lot more opportunities coming for you very soon. But you've got to kind of rethink your approach, and you've got to actually believe that you can get these opportunities when they come, and take those opportunities, okay? No worries, Jade. Is my colleague M trying to grab my attention? Kinda. They want to kind of renew like their relationship with you. They feel like something between you kind of fell down, and they really want to kind of rebuild the connection between you and them, Rupali. AB says, how did N Scorpio see me after so long? They were worried that you wanted them to connect because of money. I don't know whether you borrow money from them, but they were like worried about money. But in general, like, they really enjoyed it. I think you went for food. That's kind of what I feel, but yeah, maybe you went for like food, but they paid, or you said that you did have money and they paid, but they enjoyed it. They did have a good time. AB. Okay, thank you, Kayla. Sunil says, can I have a fever for 4 days. I'm not well. I need to get medicine. Oh no. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so there's more opportunities coming for you, Kayla. But the thing is that you might say no. The cards are like saying reconsider, what you say no to, because there's plenty of opportunities coming. You might not feel like you're experienced enough for them. You might feel like you're unworthy of them. And it's saying that obviously these things are for you, Kayla. Yeah. So Madsy says, will my ex come back in my life? Tic Tac, I've already answered that. I hope that you go back in time, okay? If I did. So there's the Hierophant and also the Ten of Pentacles. No, can't be Pentacles. Let me check that for you. It is not Pentacles. I think it's Wands. Which is okay. But I wanted to like tell you, because I know which ones they are. But yeah, it's 10 of Wands. So so the Hierophant, 10 of Wands. So that is, what good things does Chuck tell others about me? Okay, that you're very much with it. You would know what you want and you get what you want. You're very, very wise. So you're possibly wiser than your years, and a lot of people go to you for advice, and he likes that about you. Yeah. Lynn, that was your reading. Yeah, Jenna says, I want to know if I'll be in a relationship this month. Well, there is a thing about... Okay. Okay. The cards have said their piece. So this is a Magician, and this is Knight of Pentacles. So they're saying that stop just fantasizing, daydreaming, put in the hard work. So it could be like you want the fantasy, you want the person come in on the white horse. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, and sweep you off your feet. But they say, come on, put in the hard work. If you're not like connecting through like Instagram or stuff like that, like yeah, you've got to kind of put yourself out there, and the cards are telling you, like, it's great to have ideas, it's great to know what you want idea wise about a person, but then you have to put in the work. So yeah, I feel like you will get something if you kind of put yourself out there. Hey, Roshani. Anastasia says, sorry for the second question. Will I be able to hear the scars on my face? Oh no. I know how that feels. Well, no, I don't know how that feels. I feel sorry for that. Okay. They say it's like some of those scars are like you're doing. Does that make sense? Like you possibly like pick at them, or you like play with them and make them worse. There's something that you do to them to kind of make the scars worse on your face. And like I feel like this thing, like the scars are very important to you, but not to others. Like people will care for you, look after you. They possibly don't even see them, Anastasia, but you see them. It's very hard because I don't think that they're scared of your scars, or that they don't notice them, because sometimes that's what happens. Yeah, your question was done quite a while ago. Hello, Peach Love. Hello, DT. Sandy says, what does my Aries want to reconcile? We had a back in touch after a year of no clue. Okay, I'm gonna ask the romantic tarot, because that's a... Okay, so they had to heal some family issues, and they also had to free themselves from something. So it says time to take back control of your life, obviously theirs, and your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So it could be that they want to kind of walk back in your life. You might need to kind of figure out whether you believe that they're like free of whatever issues they have, and that they kind of figured out what they wanted from their family. Yeah. I'm good, thank you, Peach Love. When I made romance with S, what's the feelings of S? Oh, that's savage. Can I get another card, please? Cause, like, that's not a good one. Okay. They made romance. Okay. Emperor. Waiting for something to end. Queen of Pentacles. Feeling like a financial loss? I don't know how to explain that. They might have got frustrated with you, I think. They waited for something to end. I'm sorry. Like maybe they just they like something, but I don't know. I think they like the variety that comes with you, but in general, like, you might need to ask them like what they felt like you were missing off. Anil, because yeah. I feel like this person's a little bit frustrated. Maybe because you kind of didn't talk to them, but you obviously have a good heart. You're trying to please them, yeah? Sorry, Peach Love, I'm laughing at your question. Will Hitash and I be in a relationship? I don't know. I'm feeling burnt out, low energy. This could also be that someone doesn't feel the same way as you, and so therefore they don't have the same kind of feeling as you. So this is kind of hard because, like, I'm like this is kind of like this person doesn't want to put in the effort. I think mirror mirror is what I'm going to go with. Okay. Is the stranger lady there's a sword looking at me is judging. Peach Love, you'll laugh at this. This is the moon in reverse. You're going to start understanding that what people say, like, to get away from what other people think of you. That's exactly what the cards are saying. So they're saying, don't worry about it. Ikeda Matata. Aditi says, current feelings of Ma for me. Do we have a future together? He's in a third party. I think Aditi Amar is like has like past arguments with you, past like bad things happen. So they're kind of like, how would I explain it? They're possibly over. Like all I can feel is like the drama. I don't know whether you're dramatic, but I do feel like sometimes there's just like a feeling of that. Yeah. So yeah, that's a hard thing. So yeah, I feel like Mars not coming back. Pockets, just ask your question. So you're calling in your soulmate, Misty. So your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring you together. So it won't be like arranged. I'm very sure it's going to be a thing. And details about your future spouse, well, they're a playful person in nature, and so therefore they would like you to be more playful. So in general, I feel like they are more going to be very positive, outgoing, very much playful, and they might be a little bit young, possibly younger than you. I'm going down the comments like I normally do. It's just a lot of people. Will I get a government job? You're stuck where you are. I think that you've got some kind of weaknesses, like there's an idea, but you're also like a little bit weak on your resume for them, and you're also stuck location wise. So that's kind of a little bit of a weird thing where you might be not particularly the first candidate, but there is options there. There is options to kind of so therefore you might not get this government job, but you will get one in the future, Sarah Pie. You just have to keep on going with that. I missed your question, Yamne? I have a message retracted. Puckett says, was coming in love for me? It's kind of weird because you have King of Swords in reverse and Judgment. So this is kind of weird because I don't really want you to be with this person, Puckett. Because this person will be very angry, they won't be able to control their temper, or they tend to have a short fuse, tend to be a little bit more sarcastic, and they tend to be a little bit more domineering sometimes. So it could be that they just don't tend to be able to emotionally regulate quite a lot, and when you do something stupid, or when they feel like you've done something stupid, they can be very critical. This is possibly why the Judgment. how would I explain this? I would say that you need to figure out why you tend to choose these people and go in a way that you kind of, this must be a certain amount of type. Like, this is kind of like someone that you keep attracting. Yeah? And that's the thing. And that's like, I feel like you need to kind of change your type so you attract in more less dominant men. Not in some way where they're not masculine, but you tend to go over the top when it comes to like who you want. So Bria says, can I get a spiritual reading? I'm very sure I did, you Bria. Hello, Ash. Magician, ideas. A chariot is stuck. Stuck in general. So it could be that you have ideas, but you don't put in the move to get yourself closer to your dreams. Yeah. So therefore you kind of don't move for your dreams. You kind of stay where you are and you let those dreams go past because you're like, oh yeah, but then I have to move for them. So Bria, you need to kind of figure out why you're kind of scared of moving towards what you want. And that chariot's always physical moves, so that's the first thing I would think. Anita generate Aga Scorpio. What does he feel? Is he the one? No worries, Lynn. No, there is this kind of disconnection for this person. So I don't feel like he's the one because there is Two of Cups in reverse. So this could be just like a lack of kind of coming together, kind of being a relationship. Yeah? So this is kind of a hard one. Thank you. Thank you, Misty. And then, yeah, so Alexandra is not. So does N miss me? Kinda. Be wise. There is the King of Cups. They tend to have a lot more emotional energy. They tend to care a lot about what other people think of them and stuff like that. So yeah. So list apparently is closed. Libra, I did. Who didn't? I think we finished the list. Okay, let's go quickly through everybody. Okay. Abby is singleton, lol. Volta, it doesn't mean that it's not your new person. It just means that you're like stuck between this kind of creation. When Cam communicates with me, there is a frustration between you both. It might be that most of you, like, there is that kind of frustration for you, because it's reversed. How would I explain this? Like, you can change what you want with this thing, Libra. Yeah? And, yeah. Change the way that you communicate. Yeah? So it's Rupali the Tower energy card means that, yeah, it's how would I explain this? Tower energy, when it falls down, it just like falls down. So it could be like when you're going great and you're building up momentum, building up a new friend, building up a love, like if you get this kind of chemical energy quite quickly, then sometimes you have like argument or something like that, and you kind of feel like it's just like, oh yeah, they're different from me a little bit, and that can kind of disconnect you from that person. It's normal. Will Brian ask me on a date around September, says Peach Love. I think that it'll be longer than September. I feel like it'll be possibly December. Okay, so no worries. I feel being working on my self-love, but this is test on me. People judge me and stuff. Yeah, no, the cards are like sitting there going, don't care about her. Peace, love. Mancy, I think I answered that. Yamini, it got deleted, so to approach, I have no understanding. It's pains for no reason. Life is so bad. I would say, Sayo, you need to go and talk to someone then, a therapist, because I don't think that they will have a thing. So Yamini says, will I pass the exam? I think I answered this. So this is the High Empress. I think you will pass, but just barely. You will be frustrated about that, but it's because you kind of got distracted, or you're feeling bad about life in general, and I think you'll be good. Okay, Yamini? Okay, so did we sometimes your things get deleted, so yeah. Okay, so can we have list is closed? Because Mancy put list is closed, but it's like list is closed now. So Alfasa, what's your question? Quickly. So I can then finish this. Annie, please put in your question. Asfasa and Annie, please place in your question. Everybody else, list is closed. I'm going to work all the way down to these people. But yeah, Asfasa, just put in your question. Tic Tac, I already answered it. Please go back in time, please. You've already answered the question, Prancer, so I'm going to go with that. Sorry, guys. I have done over, like, how many hours? Nearly 3 hours. Probably 2.5. No, possibly about 3 hours. So I'm going to kind of start finishing up, guys. So it is Leo. Was that Leo? No, I've already done that. So does Leo want to reconcile, or it's just over? They do kinda, but they also weren't particularly happy with what they got, so they're kind of like on and off, Rita. I'd rather that you kind of figure out that they kind of play with people, and that's just like a hard thing. Shadow, I have actually done your question. And hello there, I would like to ask about love, please. Okay, so there is a possibility of love connection, but when you kind of go closer to people, you don't like talk to them, you don't cooperate with them, so it's just hard. So yeah. In general, like the communication lines break down, okay? Sayo. Yeah, I would say generally, like, Sayo, you need to talk to someone, my love. There's like these people called Better Health here. I don't know if anyone's used Better Health. I'm not sponsored. Okay, right. The cards are saying take a day at a time. Figure out what you want. It's very close. You just need to kind of every single day wake up and go, I'm focusing on that. Brittany says, my question is, Michael at work is acting so off, attached and distanced to me. Okay, they kind of want to love and play with you, but they also have like something that you've done in the past, more like attention seeking behavior, Brittany, or like what they've considered attention seeking behavior. Like you said something and you kind of were more like brutal to them, kind of opening scars of their past, I feel. Oh no.
In this video,
Hey, no, that's not what I want. I wouldn't go back to my... I keep pressing the wrong button, guys, and I go back to, like, whatever. Sorry, Brittany. I did yours a long time ago, TikTok. Zena, we have finished. The list is closed, unfortunately. I've done 6.5. So yeah. Will I get a scholarship for my master's degree? Yes, you will. You'll naturally fall into this persona, so you'll naturally just fall into the scholarship. So just keep on looking because you're really going to be soon. Huma, your reading for the rest of August is with the lovers. This means that you're going to find your soulmate this month, or it's just like, yeah. Can I? Yeah, okay, so is... okay. Libras and tensions currently, says Annie. So this is your feelings and intentions for you currently. They know what they want. They want to be pretend to be foolish around you, and they tend to want to show that you're not, like, they don't care about you, but they feel very strongly for you, and they've got a lot of like they're trying to choose you, but they want to show that they don't care, Annie. When will be everything good about me and Asif? This is the last question for today. Asfana, it's hard because this is the Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be the feminine aspect of your relationship. So the woman in the relationship can be quite temperamental at times. She tends to not care like how she says her words. She's not very tactful. She's very blunt. And so therefore the whole idea is that there is a way out very soon, but the person that is kind of giving that energy needs to be more kinder with their words, and they tend to be like a thing. So yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I will be back on Sunday, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. No, it's okay, fine. It's fine. So Arcania, when I recover, I will too have fever. Oh no. Fingers crossed for you, Mapara. Look after yourself, okay? So Arcadia, like, you have like a childlike quality to yourself. Don't let that go, and kind of realize that don't listen to other people. Don't be scared of other people's criticisms, because you kind of put people on a pedestal and not yourself, okay? Okay, love and light to everybody. I will see you on Sunday. Love ya, bye.